Am I on there? Okay. Guys, listen. This is very important. You have the opportunity to get an A on your essay test if you just watch the video. Okay. So, first and foremost, your question. Get closer. Okay, your question is describe how the following documents events led to the creation of the U.S. Constitution. You just did skits on it. It's the same thing. Okay, this is completely doable. This is a 5-paragraph essay. Okay, each one of the bullet points that you see here needs to be inside of your response. Okay, 1, Articles of Confederation. First thing you're going to tell me is the Articles of Confederation was created to make an army. Okay, it is also best known for its weaknesses. The weaknesses are not a big surprise due to the sheer fact that we know that the king abused their power. So obviously the colonists are afraid of centralized government. So why would they go and make a government that's strong? They could reemerge once again as a king. So first, you're going to talk about their fears of centralized government. I just talked about it. It's pretty simple. If you're really on your game, you're talking about the grievances of the Declaration of Independence. Okay? Second thing you're going to say is that this government had no ability to tax. Why didn't it have any ability to tax? Because each state had their own taxation plan. The Articles had nothing inside of it that said anything about taxation. 2, they were unable to create law. We know that there needed to be a 9 of 13 votes to create any law under the Constitution or under the Articles of Confederation. You couldn't even get all 13 states to come to a meeting, let alone 9 of 13 actually agreeing on the same thing. Just wasn't applicable. They didn't do this thing. It was also weak because there was no president. Okay? You need this one centralized person that is going to appear as some kind of authority figure to make sure that states, or if you remember Hip Hughes, the children of the 13 colonies have someone who can tell them, stop doing dumb things. That's not possible because they're too weak. Why are they weak? Because there is no balance of federalism. Federalism, you remember, is the balance between state and federal governments, that there's shared powers between the two. There is no federalism under the Articles of Confederation. Second paragraph. You're going to talk about Shays' Rebellion. Okay, first thing you're talking about is Shays' story. All of you had a pretty good idea of Shays' story from our skits. Okay, Daniel Shay comes home from war. He expects payment for military service. It doesn't come. Why doesn't it come? Because the Articles of Confederation have no tax system. There is no money. So at the same time that this guy's off to war, he is still expected to pay state taxes for Massachusetts. So Massachusetts comes and hunts him down and says, we will seize your farm if you don't pay your taxes. Daniel says, I can't pay my tax because I'm broke. You know why he's broke. He's not the only one. So he amasses people together and starts a rebellion. Okay? So we covered this, owed state taxes, debt collectors, no payment for military service. Obviously, they march into Massachusetts, to the Capitol building, and they have a rebellion. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. After this, everybody knew that the Articles of Confederation does not work, period. Okay? Third paragraph. Okay? You're going to have, scroll up. For the Constitutional Convention, this is a 2-paragraph response. Okay? First paragraph is going to be about the Virginia Plan. You know that the Constitutional Convention was to fix the Articles of Confederation. Okay? The first plan, the Virginia Plan. We know that this is the large states. They wanted to have an executive branch, a 2-house bicameral Congress, and this Congress is to be based on population. They also wanted each slave to count as population. We know that this is important because these big states have more people. They want population to count because they will gain more power inside of Congress. The other plan is the New Jersey Plan. The New Jersey Plan is small states plan. We know that these states are going to fight for equality. Okay, they're going to fight for to keep the Articles of Confederation because they know if that they have this bicameral Congress under the Virginia Plan by population that they're going to be overran. Okay, so they want to keep the Articles of Confederation. They want to have no or multiple presidents, and they wanted to have a 1-house legislative branch with 1 vote for each state. It's the same as the Articles. We know that this doesn't work. Okay, your next paragraph is going to be the compromise itself. Okay, now the Great Compromise, we know it's the settling the dispute between the Virginia Plan and the New Jersey Plan. We know that there's a bicameral legislative branch, which is Congress. We know that the Senate is going to make the New Jersey folks happy because every one is equal. Okay, every state is equal. Allie,
Hi.
how many senators do we have in Michigan?
2.
Dee Dee, how many members of the House of Representatives do we have?
14.
14. Very good, Dee Dee. Minus 10. They give me a high five. Okay, so Skylar, take this. Okay. So we understand this. Okay, we understand the House is determined upon population. It compromises the Virginia plan. The Senate, 2 per state, compromises the Jersey plan because it's equal. 3/5 is the last thing you need to talk about because it's talking about slavery. For every 5 slaves, 3 will count towards the population of the states. 3/5. 3/5. High five.
Oh,
That hit her in the face.